made it home, I dug her out, then I made her one of my aces. Marijuana fragrance, this tree here is outrageous. Want me to play in your city? Send an email to my agent.
Yo, what's going down, everybody? It is Straight Outta Boston here, aka the King of Boston, and today we are back for episode 9 of the Georgia State Dynasty here on NCAA Football 14. And today we're heading into some recruiting to start out this episode. Now we do have a coach upgrade, so I'm going to get that closer skill. And we do get some extra points here now that we have upgraded that to level 3. So we have 6,500 points to work with for the second half of this season. And you can see we're adding some more prospects. So once again, looking for JUCO guys, if we can, preferably with low lock rate. Obviously, there aren't too many JUCOs out there. But as a low-level program, that's what I'm aiming for, at least at this point right now. Obviously, when we get into future years, we'll be going for some more freshman-level players and stuff. But right now, I want some immediate kind of return on some of these guys. So anyway, I basically, I just look for guys with low lock percentages that we might have a shot at. And if not, then, well, really can't really do much about it. But it is what it is. Whenever I get a player and I realize that I'm too far behind on him, I just immediately remove him from my board. Just to, condense things and all that, add more room. So putting some points into James Chambers right there. Chambers, he's an athlete. We're looking at a couple other guys. Here's Sean Bray, a receiver that I'm going to try and go for. You can see Burns and South Alabama are only 140 behind on that one. You can see the conference standings right here. Georgia State heads into this game with a 4-2 record. And South Alabama, I believe, is 3-3, although I can't quite tell because my preview screen's kind of bad quality right now. But either way, we're going up against Texas State in this gameplay. Now, Texas State is in its second year in the FBS. They're one of the new teams added last year. Now, this year, they have kind of a year under them. Hopefully, for them, for the sake of their program, they can kind of develop a little bit, keep continuing to move up. And we'll see what kind of program they become in the coming years. But for now, we have to take care of this. We're going to a tough road game. I believe this is just our, I guess this, no, would this be our first conference road game? I can't quite remember, but either way, I really like those Texas State uniforms. I don't know what you think, but I like the colorway and just nice simple look. So anyway, just kind of going off on a tangent, but either way, Texas State enters this game 3-3, I believe, so we are 4-2. This could have some implications on conference standings. So you can see here a little bit of a read option to start out this game. Texas State really ran the ball a lot today. You're going to notice that throughout the gameplay. Just run, run, run. That was really their philosophy. I don't know how many pass plays they had in their playbook, but you can see a nice pickup right there. A huge pickup, actually, by their running back. So, anyway, here's the 2nd and 12 right here. Here's a handoff to their running back once again. Tim Gay, I believe that is, picking up 14 yards on the gain. So now here we go on 2nd and 10. Quarterback is going to drop back out of the shotgun. He's going to fire it over the middle to Andy Erickson, who will pick up 17 yards or 13 yards on the play, and that would set up a 1st and goal. And now later in the drive, Tyler Arnd, I don't know how to pronounce that name. The quarterback gets into the end zone for the touchdown, and Texas State takes an early 6-0 lead. So in the ensuing kickoff, Albert Wilson is back to receive, and Wilson is going to end up fielding this one, taking it up the right sideline, and Albert Wilson with some daylight cuts back in and will be brought down, but not before he picks up 52 yards on the kick return. So we got good field position right here. Ben McClain would get the start today over Ronnie Bell. Really, it's a what have you done for me lately system at this point. Quarterback by committee, as they would say. So McClain got the start today. We'll see how he does. McClain is going to end up firing that to the right side to Albert Wilson, and Wilson will pick up 18 yards on the play. That's a 1st and goal. And Georgia State is looking good under Ben McClain, who, although is only a 66 speed or 68 speed in this game, can run that read option effectively. As you see there, he picks up the 4-yard touchdown run, and we tie this game up at 7. Trying to hang with Texas State right here. Texas State back on the run once again. Terrence Franks is going to lose 5 yards on that rush. That would set up a 2nd and 15, and now on 3rd and 18, I believe, this is going to be a drop back by Arndt, and he's going to get sacked for a loss of 7 yards. So a 4th and 25 situation, that would punt away. We would get very good field position. McClain is going to drop back, and he's going to end up firing that one over the middle to his receiver for a nice pickup. McClain getting it done through the air as well as on the ground. You guys were a couple guys were saying that I run too many read options, so I cut it down a little bit this week. I'll admit I probably overindulged just to a slight extent. So we hand off to Paris Lee here. Lee got the start today in the backfield. He performed pretty well. You'll see that as the game goes on, but either way, McClain is going to end up dropping back here. He will scramble to his left, but he's going to be brought down by Blake McCullough. So we're going to end up having to bring out the field goal unit here for a rather long field goal. according to the Ask Coach game or whatever, they thought I could not make this, but I decided to try it anyway, and we converted. So we take a 10-7 lead. Now here once again, Georgia State gets the ball back, and we are driving once again. Paris Lee picks up 9 yards on the play, and now later in the drive, McLean is going to end up firing this one to the right side, finding Danny Williams over the middle, and Williams picks up 23 yards on the play. And now here comes McLean once again. This time it's another read option. McLean will keep it himself, and he's got a lot of room to the outside, picking up the first down and a little bit more inside of the 10-yard line. He's going to finish off with 20 yards on that gain. And now once again a little read option. Paris Lee finds his way in between the tackles and gets 6 yards on the rush. So a nice play by Paris Lee, filling in nicely at this point, looking like a potential future starter, or at least you know, for the weeks coming. But anyway, we throw an interception right there in the end zone. That was one of those plays when it was like, even as it was developing, I knew I was gonna do something like that, and right when I released it, I was like, ah, shit. So anyway, here comes Texas State. Once they started to finally air the ball out a little bit, they actually succeeded through the air. And based off of kind of how this drive's gone, even though it's just been the first 2 plays, I was very surprised that they did not pass the ball more. As you're going to see here on 1st and 10, Arndt drops back, and he's going to end up firing that one over to the right side. That's going to be caught, and the wide receiver will get the catch, Isaiah Battle, and pick up a few extra yards as well. So 27 total on the play. And now here come Texas State once again, 2nd and 5, firing it over to the right side. That's going to be caught by Gunther. First down, and now on 3rd and goal, no huddle by this Texas State Bobcats team, and they're throwing that one away. So that would set up a 4th and goal, and their field goal unit would come on out. As you can see there, Georgia State was very excited about getting that stop. So Texas State kicks the field goal, and that's pretty much going to be your score heading into the half. So impressive first half really from both sides, but this is where things went a little bit wrong for me. So I must have paused the game at this point. You'll see here, I think like after the ensuing kickoff, but I paused the game, and I must have went and eaten dinner maybe or something, because there was no recording after this. So either I forgot to record the second half or click record when I came back to play later, or the recording just crapped out and stopped by accident. I don't know what happened, but anyway, this is as much gameplay as you're going to see from me this week. The rest will be the halftime report, and then you're going to see the box score here in just a moment. So anyway, my apologies. Really big blunder on my part, I know. It really does suck, but there's nothing I can do about it. If there was some way that I could, I don't know, go back and rewatch the game and record it, I would, but I apologize. So anyway, I'm going to end up throwing in the little box score here and some of the stats and all that. You can see the scoring summary and all that good stuff. So anyway, it's the least I can do, at least, or probably the most I can do, because I did not know what to do when I found out about this dilemma. So anyway, once again, my apologies for the mistake, but you can see the first half stats at this point. They were out passing us and barely out rushing us, but we had a lot more time of possession at this point. We had really controlled the clock well, so you're going to see there would be no gameplay. I would pause it after the kickoff, and there was no gameplay after that. So you can see right here, we would end up getting a 3-yard touchdown from Paris Lee, a 21-yard touchdown pass from Ben McLean to Albert Wilson, and then they would only tack on one more touchdown. We would get a 3rd touchdown at some point. So we end up winning 31-17, and you can see the team stats right here. So anyway, it's pretty much going to wrap up this video. So I thank you guys for watching. I apologize for the confusion. Hope you did enjoy. So I'm out. Peace.